As teachers return to schools ahead of the new term, educator unions say bloated classrooms, an increase in school dropouts and burnout of teachers seem inevitable, with the drastic reduction of teaching posts for this year.
Some of those people were in those positions for 3 years, but because they were not in vacant substantive posts, then they had to be the victims of this. The implications, therefore, are that instead of improving the employment of youth, we are contributing towards it as the WCED. That's the first one. The second one now, on your questions, we know that the Western Cape Education Department's pupil-teacher ratio is the highest in the country, meaning that for 2025, the situation will be even more, and the impact will be felt mostly in our poor working class schools, because it's the schools where we cannot afford to employ additional SGB employed staff. So the impact will be felt more in those schools.
Education lobbyists are also fearful that fewer young people will enter the education sector due to job insecurity, or that experienced staff may decide to leave.
We have the high unemployment rates that exist within South Africa. So now if we have the case of teachers being cut, this means that people that are prospective educators or want to be educators are very much discouraged, and we will definitely see a drop in people applying for education, because they are now left with the uncertainty whereby if I finish my education degree, if I finish my PTS, will I be able to actually be placed, or will I just be adding on to the stats of people that are unemployed?
The department says it had to make the difficult decision to cut the contract posts after it only received 64% of the nationally negotiated wage agreement funding. It says schools were informed in July last year and that they've had this time to plan and readjust. It's conceded, though, that teachers will have to deal with more learners in the classrooms.
We're going to be looking at, it's gone from 34 to 1, our classroom to teacher ratio, to 36.7. That is what it stands at now, but obviously we need to, that was the trade-off that we are looking at, a bigger class size versus, no textbooks, no stationery, no learner transport, cutting in norms and standards, which is your maintenance for the schools, you right down to your cleaning materials, your toilet paper, stationery equipment. That is the trade-off that we made, but we believe that, our schools at least are functioning. They've got all the equipment, stationery, textbooks that they require for the 2025 school year, and we hope to have a good start on Wednesday.
An urgent interdict application brought by the Special Action Committee to halt the cutting of contract teaching posts was struck off the Western Cape High Court roll last month. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.